A few years ago, a senior manager from a large commercial vehicle manufacturer called me, not to place an order, but to vent. He had spent 4 months developing a critical steering knuckle with a vendor who had on paper ticked every box like ISO certified, 2500 ton press, competitive price. The vendor had said yes to every question asked during the qualification meeting. Samples were promised in 10 weeks. 10 weeks became 16. The first samples arrived and failed dimensional inspection on 3 critical parameters. The vendor asked for 4 more weeks to rework the dies. 2 more weeks passed before he was told the die had cracked and needed to be remade from scratch. By this point, his production planning team was breathing down his neck. His OEM customer had already escalated once, and the vendor, the one who had said yes to everything, was now going quiet on calls. He told me, Rahul, I did not make a bad decision. I asked all the right questions. They just gave me all the wrong answers, and I had no way to catch it. That conversation stayed with me because he was right. He has asked the questions most buyers ask. The problem was that these questions would not never reveal the truth. Hello, I am Rahul Agarwal, Managing Director at Forgings and Engineering Private Limited, and I help procurement team source forgings without costly mistakes. Here is the uncomfortable reality about vendor qualification in the forging industry. The questions most procurement teams ask are too easy to answer with a yes or no. Can you forge this component? Yes. Do you have the press capacity? Yes. Are you IATF or ISO certified? Yes. Every vendor with a functioning press and a framed certificate on the wall will say yes to all the 3 questions. These questions filter out nobody. What you are not asking and what vendors are not volunteering is the harder truth beneath the surface. Do they have experience with this specific geometry, or are they planning to figure it out on your development budget? Do they have an in-house tool room, or will they have outsourced the die with no accountability for quality or timeline? Do they have a metallurgist on the floor who understands why a particular heat treatment cycle matters, or is it just a checkbox on their process sheet? And here is the deeper problem. Forging is not one skill. It is a chain of interdependent capabilities like die design, material selection, process parameters, flash control, heat treatment, post-forge inspection, and sometimes machining. A vendor can be genuinely excellent at one link in that chain and dangerously weak at another. You will not discover which link is weak from a capability statement. You will discover it 3 months into a development cycle when it is already expensive to turn back. So, how do you know before you place an order, before you commit tooling cost, before you invest months in development, whether a forging vendor can truly handle your components' complexity? Over the years, I have developed a 5-point check that I now share with every procurement team I work with. It does not require a formal audit. It requires one structured conversation and one factory visit. Ask for a similar component, not a capability statement. Do not ask what they can do. Ask what they have already done. Request 2 or 3 reference components comparable to yours in geometry, material grade, and application. Study the parting line complexity, the section thickness variation, and the surface condition. If they cannot show you references, that is your answer. Visit the tool room before you visit the press shop. The quality of every forging is decided in the tool room and not on the press. if the tool room is outsourced, if there is no CNC die sinking, if nobody can walk you through a die drawing, that vendor does not own their process. Ask, and a vendor that does not own its tooling process does not own its delivery timeline or quality. Ask who signs off on the incoming material. Every serious forging vendor has a defined incoming inspection process, hardness verification, chemical composition check, and heat number traceability back to the mill certificate. If the answer is we trust our material supplier, that is not a quality system. That is a hope dressed up as a process. Ask for a process FMEA or control plan for your component type. You do not need a formal document on day one, but you need to see that the vendor thinks in terms of failure modes. Where can this forging go wrong? What catches it before it reaches you? A vendor who lives this question every day will answer it without hesitation. A vendor who has never thought about it will fumble. Ask about their first off sample pass rate, not overall PPM. Specifically, how often does a brand new component pass first sample inspection on the very first attempt? This one number reveals more about a vendor's die design maturity, process discipline, and team experience than any certificate hanging on their wall. The purchase manager who called me that day eventually became one of our customers, not because we were the cheapest, but when he visited us and asked these 5 questions, he got answers that he could verify with his own eyes. That is the standard we should hold every forging vendor to. I have put together a 1-page vendor evaluation checklist based on this framework. The exact questions in the exact order with what a good answer looks like versus a red flag answer. If you want a copy, drop a comment below or send me a direct message and I will share it with you personally. If this resonated with you, share it with one person on your sourcing and engineering team. It might save them the 4 months that the purchasing manager lost. Thank you. See you in my next video.